Britney Spears' son reunite with family without Britney Spears. We got to talk about this, but before we get into it, hello, my name is Sebastian, and I spill pop culture tea videos every single day. So if you're looking for a new messy best friend, you have found me. You guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really, really good. This is the first time you're watching my channel. The whole vibe is like we're on a FaceTime call. I am dealing with a little bit of a cold, so if you hear me speak a little bit low, is because my ears and nose and all of it is just congested. So it's a mess. So having said that, I saw this new update regarding Britney Spears, and it seriously just not only it, you know what, it's not even pissing me off anymore. It's just making me so sad. So just come on down and let's have a convo. So her boys were spotted celebrating their cousin Maddie's I think it's like her 17th birthday or some shit. It is Jamie Lynn Spears' daughter, and Jamie Lynn herself shared the photos of Maddie with the guys. I believe it was like her senior night. They're all grown up. They're all, you know, big and they're young men. They're over 18 years old, and you know, the happy family is together. Now I have a lot to say about this. So I just lost my aunt. You guys know this, 3 weeks ago, sorry. And it makes you, you know, when you lose someone, it makes you kind of realize a lot of things, you know, like, was that fight very necessary? Or, wish I could have done that different. Or, you know, it's what everyone kind of thinks, you know, in their head, you know, regret and, you know, questions and just kind of like, damn, I should have, you know, da-da-da. Anyways, so one thing that I noticed in my head was that time does go by so fast, and you blink and years have gone by, and that's what's happening to Britney. So much time is going by that there is no peace. There's a lot of people who really want Britney to find peace with her mother and with her sister, and you know, and kind of forgive them and all of those things. I think a little bit different, because even though when someone passes you think, maybe I should have done this, but you also think, God, I'm grateful that I stood by my boundaries. I'm grateful that I did not allow the disrespect. I'm grateful that I shut that door when it needed to be shut. I'm grateful that I stood my ground and didn't go back to a toxic environment. And so for people commenting like, you know, your mom is getting old, like you know, you should be with her, and you know, you should do this with her and you should do that with her. I get all of that, but I just don't know if her mother, after standing by and allegedly not doing much to help Britney, does she deserve Britney? One thing I will say is Britney loved her mother. In so many interviews, Britney couldn't even talk about her mother without getting emotional. So it makes me...
It's very cool.
How does your mom, I just love seeing you with your mom so much and holding hands in magazines and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. How does your mom, when she knows that you're going through some things and you know, the things that you've talked about that have been tough, which I think you've handled very well, but how does she play as far as the support?
She's amazing. She is awesome.
Thanks, Mom, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the toughest question I'm going to ask you. But everybody does want to know the answer to it. Ben or Brad? Because you know what? You told me, Ben.
I did?
Like, you got emotional about your mom.
I did. Ew. Stupid.
No, it's not. My mom is here, and I would be doing the same thing. Because my mom gets me through everything, too, so you can just make me cry with you. She's a good one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Special. She got a good daughter.
Yep. Family? Yes. Definitely. In 20 years, I see myself, I don't know, around my pool with my kids running around, having swimming parties as I drink my margaritas with my girlfriends. I definitely want to have a family, definitely. And what kind of parent would you want to be? I would like to be just like my mom. I would like to be just like her. She's such a spiritual person and such a beautiful lady. So I want to be like her. Yeah, I'm retarded.
Wait, just take 1 second.
Yeah, sure.
Manuel, you guys want to go?
I really don't like being called a role model. It's very flattering, and it's very nice that people say that, oh, you're such a good role model for my kid, and that's really nice. But I'm human, just like you and everybody else, and I make a lot of mistakes too. And I just gotta try and be me, and hopefully people will like that. My advice to kids that have the dream to sing or dance or whatever is to keep dreaming. And if God's given you the talent to sing or dance or whatever it is, go for it and do it, and never doubt yourself. Never.
It's so sad because I know how much Britney loves her mother. I know that there was some things that it looks like her mother, Lynn, came to LA like a year ago. She was caught in the airport, which is so crazy to me. Like, randomly a paparazzi found Britney Spears' mother in an airport on a random Tuesday. Okay, girl. And Gypsy Rose is innocent. Okay, bitch. So she was caught coming here supposedly because her and Britney got together and hung out, and they were trying to fix things. Now listen, if Britney herself decides to fix things, fabulous. I'm all about it. I'm like, girl, if that is what you need to do to heal, then girl, heal. But does Britney want that? What makes me sad, and the reason that makes me sad seeing this picture, is Britney could have been there. She could have stood by her son's side and Maddie and her sister had they stood by her when she most needed them. That is what makes me sad. That is what makes me feel so pissed off, that I'm sure for many years Britney felt like, why doesn't anybody stand with me? Why doesn't anybody defend me? Jamie Lynn in a podcast Call Her Daddy said, oh, I didn't know nothing about a conservatorship. I didn't know nothing. But what was she? Let me read this good, because I don't want to say things that are not it, but wasn't Jamie Lynn Spears? Oh, you know what, girl? Let me ask ChatGPT, because ChatGPT helps. Hey, girl. So, was Britney Spears' sister, Jamie Lynn Spears, did she have any legal thing to do with Britney Spears' conservatorship? She's thinking.
Yes, Jamie Lynn Spears was involved in Britney's conservatorship in a very limited capacity. In 2018, she was named a trustee of Britney's trust that manages assets for Britney's kids, but she's mentioned that she didn't have much involvement in the day-to-day of the conservatorship.
Okay, so even being a trustee, that means legally she was part of a conservatorship.
In a sense, yes. Being a trustee of Britney's trust means that Jamie Lynn had a legal responsibility for some of Britney's assets, but it was a pretty limited role and not the same as being directly involved in the conservatorship itself. It was more about her children's trust, so her involvement was pretty minimal in that aspect.
What exactly did she do?
Jamie Lynn Spears was named a trustee of Britney's trust in 2018, which handles assets for Britney's children. However, she has stated that she didn't really get involved in the conservatorship itself.
Okay. So, she knew something. She knew something. Can't tell me she was not involved. She knew something. I have thrown crazy shade at Jamie Lynn Spears in the past. I have been the shadiest. Had Jamie Lynn Spears come out and said, I failed my sister, I should have been there, I should have helped her, I should have fucking done that, Britney, I'm sorry, I would be the first to say, you know what? She didn't stand by you, Britney, but now she's publicly, during the Free Britney movement, your own sister is out there in the marches, marching along with other Free Britney fans, coming out and wanting your freedom. Had Jamie Lynn Spears showed her face there and walked along everybody and spoke out publicly and did radio, did TV, did interviews, I know Britney would have forgiven her, and I know Britney would have said, look, you didn't try this back then, maybe you were scared, but you're doing it now, and that's what counts. I would have been like, you know what, Jamie Lynn, amazing. Then maybe her book and her whole existence would be a little bit more successful. I just feel like Britney's family's moving along, moving on without her, and Britney obviously doesn't feel like she wants to be with them. Why should she? Why should she want to be with them? People who turned their back and allowed this, in my opinion, abuse to go on. So it does make me sad to see them all happy together, because I wonder what Britney feels. Like, I wonder what Britney's thinking. I wonder her looking at these pictures, like her saying, they abandoned me, and on top of it, they're all go lucky and happy, and I'm here by myself, and nobody's here wanting to help or just be with me. That makes me so angry. And her children, these young men, don't even get me started, because I feel like they are just the product of their father, Kevin Jobless Federline. I think it's disgusting. So what do you guys think about this? Please let me know in the comments below. I love you all so much. I'm so grateful and thankful for you all. Thank you so much for all your love and your well wishes. And just thank you so much for always being so kind. I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah.